All right. So, in eSword, in order to really access a lot of the features that it offers, um, if you look down at the bottom bar, you've got the Bible, commentary, dictionary, lexicon, reference, and then you have a calendar for daily devotions. Then you have an editor where you can write your own journal and notes. Um, so to really utilize the functions, you have to download some of the features. And so how you are able to access that and do that is you go to the resources tab on the far right. So when you click on the resources tab, it'll show you what you already have installed. So I've installed these Bibles, and it's going to separate it by each function. So Bible, commentary, dictionary, lexicon, reference, and devotional. And so if you want to download new Bible versions, you're going to click on the Bible tab. And here you can see the different versions that are free. And so there's quite a lot of free versions. So if I want to download the Contemporary English version, I would select it and click download on the top right corner. And then you can see it doesn't take much time to download it. The English Standard Version I already have downloaded. The International Standard Version I already have downloaded. How about the Jewish Publication Society Old Testament? I don't know what that is, but you can download it. So, and then once you see the check mark, it shows you that version is downloaded. So they have a lot of free versions. They also have the popular ones, the popular modern versions, but they cost money to unlock them. So if I wanted to get the New King James, I have to put in my information and purchase it from eStudySource. It's going to redirect me over to eStudySource.com, where I'll then be able to buy it. So then $15 for the New King James Version. So obviously I'm not buying anything right now, but that's where you can get the other tools. So but yeah, so you can they've got the Bible in Greek. So those are all the English translations. These are going to be all the Greek, Hebrew, and then there's a bunch of other different languages. So commentaries, once again, check mark means it's already downloaded. So if I want another one, let's see, I want John Gill's Exposition of the Bible. I want the Expositor's Bible Commentary. And apparently I can only download one at a time. So once that resource is done, and it's giving me a little progress bar where I hit download. Poor Man's Commentary sounds interesting. So the popular commentaries that I will use are the Albert Barnes, Adam Clark's, John Gill, John Darby. A big one that I use a lot is actually Matthew Henry's commentary. Matthew Henry, and then the Jameson, Fawcett, and Brown commentary, another good one. Scofield Reference Bible Notes. So there's a ton of stuff. The Treasury of Scripture Knowledge is Spurgeon. So there's a lot. You got those free ones, and then you can pay for all of these different commentaries. So dictionaries. I think I try to just download all the free dictionaries. I mean, if great resources. But the top ones are the Easton's Bible Dictionary, Fawcett's Bible Dictionary, Nave's Topical Bible Dictionary, Smith's, Webster's. I think the Webster's 1828 English Dictionary is actually pretty interesting because there's a lot of words that have been changed or have changed their meaning, and so anyway, so you get 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 free dictionaries, and then you can pay for the Nelsons and the Vines if you want those. Lexicons, I just downloaded all the free ones. So you got Ancient Hebrew Lexicon, Brown Driver Briggs, which is one of the most popular ones, Strong's and Thayer's, and then the King James Concordance, all great. The reference stuff I don't use too much through here, but it's tons of free documents. So the Ante-Nicene Fathers, volumes 1 through 9, the Antiquities of the Jews, so Josephus, tons of literature, Fox's Book of Martyrs, tons of different books written by different saints over the years, a ton of free stuff, but I usually use Kindle for reading other stuff, but it's there. And then they do have devotions. They have Spurgeon's Daily Devotion if you wanted to walk through a couple of those ones. But the main things that I use eSword for is really studying the Bible. So once you've downloaded some of your tools, now we can actually get to using it. So up here, we're going to see the Bible version in the right corner. Then you can select what you want. So I like when I'm studying deeper, I can hit King James V+. This is King James Version with Strong's numbers. So now it's got the Strong's number next to each one. So when I want to say, okay, what is he talking about here with love? What type of love is this? So I click on G26, and it's going to pull up for me agape. It's got the Greek letters, and then it's got the English pronunciation. This automatically is pulling up for me the King James Concordance. But I can change that reference if I want. I can go into once I click on it, I can go into my lexicon and change, and it's going to give me a check mark by each lexicon that has information on that Strong's number. So if I go to Thayer's, I can look up agape, and it's going to give me a definition, and then I can go click on it again, go to Strong's, and it's going to give me a little bit different breakdown in Thayer's definition of that. Then I can just click back over to my Bible. And now I'm back. And I see that love here in verse in 2 John 1:6 is different from the Strong's number in 2 John 1:5. So if I look at that, so I've got agapo. So anyway, I really love that the Greek numbers, and then it does have the cross comparison. So I can easily go, okay, I want to compare. You can pick Bible versions, and it also will just break up a few for you. You can do parallel, so you can select. Let's see, we want to do ESV and where is it at? What did I? All right, so I'm not as familiar with the parallel. I don't use it that often. So I'm not sure. But anyway, so you can quickly switch over to a different version when reading. The search function is also another great tool for searching. You can search just the Old Testament. You can search the whole Bible, the Old Testament, the New Testament, and then you can search just the book that you're in. So whatever book you're in is going to be that one on the far right. You can make it case sensitive, partial match, any word, phrase, and it works out pretty nice. So here, love, just from 2 John. I'm pulling up 4 instances, and so great feature for doing more comprehensive searches. And if I do multiple searches, it's going to give me a drop down menu. Maybe not. I thought it would go back in history. But so anyway, so you got that search feature. You can also make a bookmark of what you're reading. Add a bookmark, 2 John 1:1. I want to bookmark that and come back to it. And then you can easily highlight a verse. Just hold your finger over the verse, and then it's going to give you to find some of your children walking in the truth. And then you can highlight it, copy it. I'm not printing it, but so anyway, that's eSword. I really like its easyability when I'm studying to jump over to whatever version I want to read. I do use a combination of different Bible versions when I'm doing studying, but I do like that tool. I've been trying to use Logos a bit more, but I'm just getting to know Logos. Logos works kind of more like a browser, but anyway, that should be enough for this share on eSword.